it's almost the tempo of a spring game, how much faster the game speeds up. And I really like this year how we're playing 6-inning games. So I mean, every little thing is magnified. You have a shorter time to make things happen, or if you make a couple errors behind you and you give us some unearned runs or something, it really speeds the game up. And you're basically starting in the 4th inning. So I think the shortened game is interesting this fall. And then also, like I said, the tempo of the game. It's more comparable to a spring game, and it gets the guys ready for the spring, I think. We didn't make some plays that we're going to make in the future. I think we didn't handle the routine play very well. Thought our pitchers did a good job coming in. We used our bullpen pretty well, used some matchups. I was really impressed by Alex Six, their starter. He really pitched out some jams. We got him in early. We didn't really execute early in the game offensively. We had runners in scoring position, less than 2 outs. We couldn't get him in. He did a great job keeping his composure and pitching out of jams for him. I think we just got to, it's series baseball, so you never know what can happen. We just got to make the routine play behind us, keep throwing strikes on the mound. And I like my lineup. I got a more experienced lineup than I think the other team does. I think that's how it worked out in the draft. So, I think our lineup's going to score some runs. We just got to make the plays behind our pitcher. We'll be fine. Yeah, the Garibaldi series, just from experience of playing, it's a little bit faster paced game. When I played here, there's a lot of talking going both ways. There's a lot on the line. Paying for pizza and everything. But the game speeds up on those young guys sometimes, so it's good to have some experience in your lineup. And I think we have the guys to get this done. It's a long series. I remember one year, it was either my sophomore and junior year. My team won the first 3 games, and we were all thinking it was over. And they won the next 3 games, and we had to go to a game 7. So you never know what can happen in series baseball. This series always has some interesting games, and I think we're gonna have a few more down the road in this series. We're divided for the next week and a half, 2 weeks, and we're all playing against each other. But once this is over, everybody kind of puts in the past, comes back together. But these 2 weeks are pretty fun because it's 2 pretty much separate teams that really get after each other.
Yeah, Jacob Elliott was huge with that 2-run home run there in the first. He just put a good swing on it. Ferguson pitched really well, and we just happened to expose, one, I guess, not really a bad pitch. Elliott just barreled the ball up. But also Damo DiMatteo, he came in pretty huge on a sacrifice fly for us. And, it's nice having somebody with experience like Damo, at the plate. But, yeah, Jacob Elliott, he was, he's the offensive player of the day for sure. Yeah, Alex Hicks, yeah, he threw 4 really competitive innings for us and posted a lot of zeros. He got in a little bit of trouble a couple innings, but, he really handled it pretty well. I was really impressed with him. And Hunter Smith came in late with a 2-0 count on a lefty, and I liked the lefty-lefty matchup, but I kind of wanted to give Drabick a chance, to kind of redeem himself. But then Hunter came in, and man, he struck out 2 guys in like 7 or 8 pitches. It was a pretty big performance for the freshman. They put in a lot of work yesterday, on infield stuff and just fielding and making their throws. Really, I don't know. Damo, he had that bad throw to third that went down the left field line. I don't know if he was like pump faking or what, and it just happened to slip out. I don't know if he meant to throw it, but he happened to throw it down there, and it cost us 2 runs. So, that really, kind of like how Eric said, everything's elevated. Playing a 6-inning game, everything is kind of enhanced. So, you just tell them that you never know what can happen in these games. You have no idea. Somebody could. Just like Damo, somebody can have a bad throw with 2 outs. You think you're out of the inning, and then it scores 2 runs. That's a perfect example. Or like Jacob Elliott hitting a 2-run home run. I never expected that, but he's got really good quick hands, and he just put a good swing on the ball. At first, it was kind of stressful, but then you get out there and you kind of realize that these guys have been playing baseball a long time, and it kind of takes care of itself, just because these guys are so good at what they do. You hear the trash talking for sure, but whenever you're out there playing, I remember whenever I played, I didn't even hear the trash talk just because I guess I was locked in, whatever. But you can definitely hear it as a coach. You hear everything, and it's kind of funny how you hear everything. It's pretty funny. Yeah, we're just not going to let them win game 2. Don't let us win game 2. That's all I got to say, man. Because we got a pretty good arm we're going to run out there today in Drew Crosby. So, but yeah, don't let us win today.